What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we got something pretty special going on. We got actually quite a bit going on. I was going to show you guys, as you can probably tell from the title, a day of eating on the bulk. Now, as I explained in the last video, this bulk is going to be a pretty hefty bulk. I'm going to be trying to gain as much muscle as possible because I'm going to be competing in a competition in 24-ish weeks. So I've got 9 more weeks of this bulk, and then I've got 14 weeks of a cut, and then I've got to peak into the competition. So we got to gain a lot of muscle really, really quick. 9 weeks isn't a whole lot of time to go from previously looking semi-natty to competing against others who are enhanced. So it's going to be a sick day. I'm going to be having a lot of calories on this bulk. Right now, my calories are actually pretty low. Today is going to be around 3,800, 4,000-ish calories. And that's pretty low, I think, because I'm doing a lot more activity than I was before. And I'm also taking a lot more gear than I was before. So my total daily energy expenditure should be a lot higher than when I was on the cut before starting this bulk. I'm probably going to need to upscale my calories over time on the bulk. But for now, week or two of getting used to it, trying to see where my total daily energy expenditure sits at. And then we're going to be upping our calories from there. So getting right into the full day of eating, we've got meal number 1, I guess. It's not really a meal. It's more just a pre-workout kind of morning shake that I take every morning. And I do this before I do my fasted cardio. So this is 170 calories total, I'm pretty sure. Should drop the macros on the screen right here. And I have this while doing my fasted cardio, even though it's not technically fasted. And it's around 170 calories, so it's not like super unfasted, but not super fasted either. I say a bit of an in-between. So I usually do around 30 minutes to an hour of fasted cardio every single morning. Today is actually my high day for bike timing, meaning that I'm going to be doing an hour and a half total of bike work today. So I'm probably going to do 30 minutes of fasted cardio this morning. And then after my workout, I'm going to go for another bike ride, around an hour of probably just some FTP training, maybe getting some bursts in, some HIIT training, burn as much calories as I can and have as much fun as I can. So I'm going to slam this. I usually have it with some multivitamins. And in the morning, that's also when I pin. Today is Monday, so it's pin day, one of the pin days of the week, which I already did off camera because YouTube will likely not let me do that. So basically my morning pinning stack is Retatrutide. We got BBC 157 and TB 500. And then we also got some C-Max and Selank. And that's all the peptides. And then for the gear, we've got Test, Equipoise, Tren. That's it. So I'm gonna hit this shakedown, and then I'm going to be Zwifting really quick, do a little 30 minutes of fasted Zwift cardio. I've actually really been loving the bike. For anyone who's thinking of getting an indoor bike because you don't really like doing cardio outside or doing it in a gym, I would highly, highly recommend. It is a bit pricey. I mean, this whole setup right here was probably around $1,500, $2,000. So keep that in mind, Canadian. But honestly, I think it's one of the most worth it purchases I have made in a while. I really, really love just biking in general, and being able to get my cardio in every morning super easily is really helpful, especially for my journey, what I'm doing. So yeah, it's something I really recommend. And after the Zwift, I'm going to be having my first meal of the day, which is pretty big, pretty high on carbs, just to kind of carb me up for the rest of the day. And then after that, I go and hit the gym, hit a chest and back workout, which I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully I'm going to look sick. I will see you guys at my next meal. Peace.
But if you take carnitine, and you help with these free from fatty acids and medium and long chain triglycerides to absorb into the mitochondria, they're not floating around in the bloodstream. They're not inhibiting this insulin effect.
All right, so for meal number 2, we got some mini wheats. We got 240 grams of mini wheats, 400 grams of milk, 2%, and then we've got some mass gainer shake right here, and some whey protein in there. The macros for this meal should be somewhere here on the screen. And this meal is pretty much just to fuel my whole day, pretty much. I mean, after this meal, I don't eat for another 4, 5, 6 hours. After the gym session, I will get another whey shake in, get a little bit of protein. But then my last meal, let's see. It is currently almost 11 a.m. My last meal of the day is going to be 12 hours from now, pretty much. Pretty big, hefty on carbs and calories as well, but there's a reason for that, okay? I got 3,800 calories to get with 260 plus grams of protein. This meal helps a lot. Now we got a whole bunch of supplements here. Let me actually Turn the brightness up a bit. There we go. We got a whole bunch of supplements here. Give you a little bit of explanation. This right here is for joint health, a little joint health supplement. Helps lubricate the joints, increase bile flow, all that good stuff. Then we got some magnesium, calcium, D3, and then we've got some vitamin C over here. We got some TUDCA and choline right here. And then, of course, my omegas. Now, this one is a concentrated omega-3, and then this one is a 3, 6, 8, 9, whatever the flip, all of that. Then we got K2, D3. Now, as you guys know, I take a lot of supplements throughout the day, but that does not mean you should replace your diet with supplements. You should get most of your micronutrients from meals. So most of your vitamins, most of your minerals, all of that from meals. And then this stuff I just take on the side for general health, upkeep on things that you don't usually get in your diet, that is difficult to get in your diet. For example, I'm not going to be having any fatty fish today, so taking an omega supplement would be good for me. And then the magnesium, calcium, and all that, that's just for an extra support. It doesn't mean that that is the main source of magnesium, calcium, D3, and all that I'm going to be getting throughout the day. So this is more just a buffer in case I don't get this stuff in my diet, and obviously a few things that I can't get in my diet. You shouldn't just try and fix a diet with supplements. That's not going to work. You're going to look like shit, twin. So I'm gonna slam this, and then we've got a sick workout to hit. We've got chest and back. It's gonna be a pretty long one. On the bulk, I did increase the volume quite a bit, so it's gonna be a nice little workout. And then after that, we're gonna hit our third meal of the day, and then we are gonna hit some Rouvy biking once again. So I'll see you guys at the gym.
All right, so here we are back with another workout voiceover, and for this vlog, for the full day of eating vlog, we are doing a chest and back workout. And as you guys know, as a staple in my chest and back workouts, I always start out with a bench press session. Now, I don't always go for a 1 rep max, but I decided to, in this video, go for a 1 rep max test, just to kind of see where my bench strength is at. I did previously have a pec injury the past few weeks prior to this workout, so I wanted to see, once it felt all healed up, what I could hit. Now, that was a bit of a mistake because, as you guys are going to see later in this workout right here with the 315 attempt, I actually do re-spike that injury. I didn't quite get the 315 because I got a little bit of butt wink, as you guys seen there. I'm not counting it. I do end up hitting it later on, but as you can see here, yeah, my chest ain't doing too good after that 315 attempt. But it was fun though. It was cool to try it out and actually be able to move the bar even with butt wink when I previously wasn't able to. And so then, as always, I do a protagonist-antagonist fashion. I moved from the chest to the back. We got some oddball down there in the left corner staring at the camera. And we're getting a nice little workout over here. I decided to recently introduce some assisted pull-ups just to kind of get the pull-up movement back into my skills, I guess you could say, so that I could start doing more body weight pull-ups, and just to kind of hit the overall back in general. The pull-up is a really good movement, so I wanted to try it out and see how it feels to be added back into the program, and where it might take me if I really take all these sets to failure. So far, though, it has been growing my back quite a bit, and I've been enjoying them. And then after moving from the pull-up, which I consider in my program as lat sets, I end up going to a T-bar row, which I consider in my program as trap sets. Now, the pull-up will obviously hit more than the lats. It hits a lot of muscles in the back, and so will the T-bar row hit more than just the traps. But that's generally just how I program it. I mean, getting some overlapping sets isn't the end of the world. As long as I'm taking everything to failure and I am recovering good, we will see progress. So for this exercise, and pretty much for all back exercises, for the most back growth, what I try and do is emphasize the stretch position, try and get as deep a stretch on the muscle that I'm focusing on. And then especially specifically for back, once you're in the contracted position, I like to get a really deep squeeze, hold at the top, really feel the muscle that I'm contracting. And for the last few sets, I'll even try to go past failure, just to kind of eke out as much of a stimulus as I can on the muscles that I'm trying to grow for the back. I feel for the back, that's a really important concept that not a lot of people include in their program, or that like people just commonly overlook. And so then after the T-bar row, I moved back over to chest. My chest obviously was feeling a bit weak though, so I lightened the load. I think I usually do 85 for this. I dropped it down to 75. Figured I would just go nice and slow, try and get a higher rep set. And I mean, are we looking at this? Holy schmoly, bro. We got veins going fucking everywhere here. I really enjoy for upper chest a free motion push, which is why I use the dumbbell incline press. And this provides like a crazy good stimulus for me. I also think it has really good carryover for the bench press, which is why I keep free motion dumbbell presses in my programs. They're not the most optimal for hypertrophy, but just having that skill factor continuing through my other chest sets throughout the workout, I find will help me maintain or even increase my proficiency in my bench press skills, which will make me stronger in the bench press. Then after that, I move over to a row, as you guys have been seeing for a while as I've been yapping. I usually switch over to a chest supported machine row just to get a nice even tension profile throughout the entire workout. A lot of times with plate loaded machines, the tension profile is actually, it's not a nice even profile throughout the workout. Depends on the angle of the plate loaded machine that you're using. So I'll usually use like an actual pin loaded machine. Make sure that I'm really, again, getting in that stretch position, holding through that contraction, trying to go past failure as much as possible, really feeling the contraction in the muscles that I'm trying to focus. And for most rows like that, I will consider it a mid to upper trap set or working sets. And then after that, I moved over to the ab crunch, as you can see here. And I was actually planning to do a cable pullover, but the cable machines were all taken. The Anytime Fitness I go to workout at doesn't have as much cable machines as I would like, so it is sometimes taken. I decided I would just do my abs, which is usually at the end of my workout, while I'm waiting for the cable to free up, and it's also looking directly at the cable machine, so it's pretty convenient. I mean, and as for ab exercises, I know a lot of people think that you have to train abs differently if you're really trying to grow them. I train them just like any other muscle group, take them to or past failure. I like to keep them in that low rep range if I can. Sadly, most of the time I have to go into the higher rep range just because I max out the machines, and my abs are just too strong for these gosh darn machines. And so once I was done that, I moved over to another chest exercise. I decided to do something a bit more decline because it feels a bit better on my chest for the chest injury that I re-engaged with my bench press. Overall, feels really good. I really love dips. Dips are, I find, a great exercise for the chest. So I've re-included them, and I've been trying to include them more. After that, I just did some pullovers, and that was it.
All right, guys, so just got back from the gym. I am going to be Zwifting soon, but first I've got to eat my next meal, and I did kind of deviate from the plan for this meal because while I was at the gym doing 315, I reaggressed a pec injury. I kind of pulled my pec a few weeks ago, and it's been on and off kind of hurting. So I reaggressed it when I was hitting 315 today. Well, hitting. There was a lot of butt winks, so I wouldn't really say hitting, but I reaggressed the injury. So I'm going to be upping the calories a bit for the next week, increasing my BPC 157 dose and all that. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. The meal I've got going on here is we got some za, a nice little pizza. We got some glutathione over there, a Pepsi, and I am editing my Texas vlog for you guys while also watching some brain rot on the sides. That's the way that's the setup I've got going on for edits pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the next few hours. Gonna be editing for a while, eating this pizza, watching some brain rot, and then when I'm feeling a bit more recovered, I'm gonna go and hit the Zwift again. So the calories for today have updated from 3,800-ish to 4,700 or 800-ish last I checked. And it's around 5 p.m. right now, so midday. Then I'm gonna Zwift later, and I'm at 1,500 active calories burnt. My BMR is around 2,500, so that puts me at a 4,000 calorie burn. And I'm probably going to burn another 8-ish hundred on the Zwift ride. So, you know, I've been burning 4,800 on average. I'm in a bulk, so I should be in a surplus. My watch says I've been burning 4,800 on average at least. So, this isn't really a cheat if you think about it. Honestly, I think my watch is more accurate than what I think my TDE is. So I'm probably, even for the rest of the week, going to be increasing my calories a bit more, probably to around 4,500-ish, and see where that takes me. Because as you guys seen in the gym, I was lean. Like, I've still got abs. I've got veins on my abs. I've got striations on my quads, glutes, chest, shoulders, everything. And I'm 210 pounds this morning. So yeah, so pretty much slamming this, doing some editing, gonna hit some Zwift, and then I'm gonna see you guys with the last meal of the day, which I am most hype about, and then all the supplements that come with that as well. So I'll see you guys then. Damn, look at them beautiful burgers, twin. All right. Now I know this don't look too fire because they're on like multi-grain buns and all that, but you know what? This shit, the best meal of the gosh darn day. This is the meal that I've been waiting for all day pretty much. So this is some fire muck right here. Best meal of the day. Macros should be somewhere on the screen over here. Pretty much all I've been doing all day, as I'll show you guys, just been editing. Pretty much since my last meal, to be honest. Been editing all day. Right now, it's not actually responding because my computer can't handle the edit I was trying to do. So it's just frozen right now. Figured I'd go make some burger and finish up the video pretty much. So right here's the supplement stack we got for the night time. Over here we got 2 liver health tablets, capsules I mean. We got 2 copper capsules, gotta keep your copper up. K2 D3 just like this morning. These are all pretty small doses, by the way, that's why I've got a lot of pills. It's not like I'm out here overdosing on anything. We got some pretty light multivitamins here. We got, I believe this is calcium and magnesium and D3 once again. Then we got another Cudca because you're supposed to take that twice daily. We got our omegas here again, 2 omegas, our joint health pills over here again. And all of these, it recommends that you take twice the dose that I have here. That's why I took this in the morning and then 1 here, but it recommends you do it in 1 meal, but there's like so much stuff here that I spread it throughout the day, just to not like overload my body in the morning or at night with like all these vitamins and minerals. Over here's just some ashwagandha and magnesium, and then vitamin D, or vitamin C. So that's the whole stack. We got the fire muck. We got a little Diet Pepsi over there. We got the Christ. We got editing. And we've got some brain rot. It is a wonderful night, boys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the new quality of the video. I actually was messing with some camera settings and realized that my video settings were on settings that technically aren't very good for filming indoors or filming like gym scenes and stuff like that. So hopefully the camera quality is a bit better. Hopefully the quality of the videos just in general are getting better. I'm trying to do as much as I can for you guys, but I mean, as you can see, it takes more than an entire day to finish just one of these vlogs, and the vlogs are the easiest to make. The Science Explained ones could take weeks to film and edit everything and gather all the data, sometimes even months. So I'm out here trying to produce content for you guys. I'm hoping you enjoy the content. I'm hoping you like it. If you do, it would be an absolutely massive help if you could leave a like, subscribe, share the video, comment down below, do all that jazz. Let me know actually down in the comments what kind of content you guys want to see more of, what kind of content you want to see less of, and just give me some feedback on the content as well. Tell me if there's certain things that you liked about the video, certain things you disliked about the video. I'm trying to make the content as best as I can for you guys, so having your feedback will really help a lot. I get a lot of views on my videos, well, not a lot, but a lot for a small creator, and I don't really get many comments on feedback, so please Give me some feedback. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see more of. And also, a large majority of you are not subscribed. So if you're new to my channel or new to the video or just watching my videos regularly and aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It don't hurt. It don't hurt you whatsoever. It helps me out a bunch. So that would be absolutely wonderful. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I didn't get to do any posing for you guys. My pec is in quite a bit of pain, so I couldn't really get much or any posing for you. But I'm looking pretty good, looking pretty lean, vascular, thin skin, even at 210 pounds. So that's a bit wild to me because 210 pounds natty, I would be looking fat. So other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the content. I'm going to be trying to drop as much as I can in the future. I'm going to be trying to push out a lot of videos for you guys. I'm really trying. Try and film more, put out more content for you guys, skipping out on taking opportunities and stuff. So trying my best for you guys out here. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.